Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends X-Men Classics Juggernaut. So I'm going to do it. This was also requested, so I'll go and do a quick little 360. And we'll go ahead and check out the details. Alright guys, so this Juggernaut's got a ton of details. Even though he's not very popular, at least to me, it doesn't seem like he's the most popular Juggernaut at all. But he's got a ton of paint and sculpt. So we'll go start with the helmet. I really like, you can kind of see all the little nicks and dents in the helmet there. There's like a black spray line on the sides. You can see on both sides here. It's got a nice silver paint on the top here, some metal. You can see a little screw rivet in there. Those are on the back. You can see some more of that black spray right down the sides here. It's really nicely detailed. And his face, check out this. That's creepy. He's got just a nasty face. It's got kind of like an old style, reminds me, at least to me, looks like an old style NFL helmet back in when they first started, before they were called the NFL. Kind of one of those little leather head caps on. But he's got like these nasty looking teeth. But just look at the face. It's a great sculpt. It's got tons of detail. Nasty little teeth. This gum showing. His eyes look intense and fierce. He's got a very angry, aggression looking look on his face with his, nostrils snarled up. Great skin tone, and the way the helmet part is just sculpted on there looks nice and clean. The yellow lining around the outside, and it's got the more yellow mustard type paint on the top here, all nicely sculpted. You can see the shape of his ears on the side. Very cool. And then on the inside here, it's just kind of more of a brown coloring. And the helmet basically has these little tabs. Sorry, make the camera focus. These little tabs on the side, and they just kind of go on the underside of these ones over here. So you just kind of put it on like that. And it's a very soft helmet, so it's very pliable, but it fits on good. And you can see his face in there. Pretty nasty. And it's got more of this kind of armor plated on the side here. It's painted kind of a dull silver. But you can see more rivets on the here, and more nicks and scratches and nicks in the metal. Looks really good. It goes along the back here. You can see more scratches. But it's kind of a dull, not super shiny silver, but it's got some black wash in there too to kind of dull it down. Looks really good. And the shoulder pads, I'm not sure what to think of these things on the side here. It almost look like little tiny turbine engines, but I'm sure that's not what it is. But it's got these nice, pliable shoulder pads. You can see more cracks and slices in there. More rivets for the screws. There's a nice blemish right there. It looks really cool. Both shoulder pads look really nice. I love when you kind of realize and see all these different, battle damage pieces. And looks really cool. Nice worn look. On the front here, this armored suit, you can see more of these rivets and screws. Looks really cool. Same thing on the inside here. It's just really nice. You can see more just kind of a black, spray in there with the darker, like kind of a darker red. And then this part matches the inside of his little skull cap thing. It's got some brown, yellows, and some black. And it kind of has the armor plating on his forearms here. You can see more of the rivets and dents. He's got almost like little brass knuckles, looks to me. On the front here. It's big old hands. Looks really cool. I love that black wash, like little spray right there. It really makes it detailed out. Or not detailed out, but makes it more detailed. Making up words. On the back here, you can see tons more screws and rivets. It looks really nice. Besides this humongous, bulky push button for the action feature. At least that's on the back, right? You can see some, I don't even know what that is. You can see them on both sides. Looks really cool. And then it continues that dull silver, and more of that pitting and scraping on the sides of this, lower torso of the armor. But just looks really cool. Tons of detail. On the legs here, it's got that continuing of the brown, the yellow striping, and some of the black. See, it's just nicely detailed, nicely sculpted. It's all risen. And the paint's spot on. And that line works pretty good. It's a little sloppy right there, but for how thin that line has to be, it's good to me. Also, this figure's pretty old. You can see on the knee pads, or more of that metal look, but it really hides the joint really well. Just really cool. You can see more of the armor on the shins here. Really like how that looks. And these crazy looking feet. See more of that nice silver paint, but more of that scrapage and nicks in there. This one's got some paint wear on the bottom of his feet here. You can see more of that black with the yellow lining right there. Very cool. All right, so now we'll go into the articulation. So besides the helmet being on there, his head can look left and right. And it does look up about that much. Looks down, nice and good. But since obviously as soon as you turn the head, the helmet will not fit correctly. It looks funny. So you definitely want to keep him looking straight on. All right, there we go. It's got ball joints in the shoulders. They move out, forward and back. It's got an upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Which is good on a big guy. It's pretty cool. It's got a waist swivel. Look how well that's hidden. You can't even tell that was a joint. It's got a wrist articulation. They move down and up. It's also got the hand clamp articulation, and it's actually, there we go. Yeah, it should be individuals. Yeah, individual fingers. Very cool. I have them pointing. You. And along with doing other gestures that you want them to do. It's got a nice ab crunch. Not really the nicest, actually. Can't really crunch forward. Crunch back a little bit. It's got a waist swivel that's not really functional. It's got the action figure gets in the way, so you can't continue it there. You can kick out to the side. This leg is kind of, there we go. There we go. That one. This one seems to kick out further. This joint seems a little stuck on that one. Sorry. It's got an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. It's got rotate. Look at that. I love how that's kind of hidden. It's got a rotation at the shin. I think that looks so cool. His ankles move down. They move up. It's got a nice little ankle rocker right there. Toe articulation. No peg holes at the bottom of his feet. All right, and I'll show you guys the little action feature. So basically you can have, move the camera back. So basically you just kind of have his arms the way you want to get him. And if you push on the button here, oh, it looks like he's running. So it's kind of funny. Obviously it's not something, you know, as a collector and displaying him you won't use. But one thing that's nice, it doesn't hinder. So say it like you don't want his arm in that position, you just keep moving it until it clicks. And then it can stay in that position. So it's still, you know, fully posable. Just gotta wait till that click happens, and then yeah, it's just funny. But you can still get, you know, your poses out of them and not worry about that action feature hindering it in any way. All right, I'll show you guys how tall Juggernaut is. All right, guys, so Juggernaut stands a little over about 7.5 inches tall. So he's nice and tall. Move it back. So I'll show you him next to the Toy Biz one right here. You can see how bulky this guy is. I thought he was going to fall over. Okay, get them facing head on. You can definitely see the Toy Biz one's dome of his helmet stands up a little bit more. And then here he is next to the new Hasbro Build-A-Figure, which I'll need to move the camera a little bit. There you go. As you can see there, he's a lot bigger. A lot bigger, over a head taller. I think that will work better. Yeah, it's just massively bigger. But there you go, guys. That's my review on the X-Men Classics Juggernaut. It's definitely an interesting figure. Juggernaut fan, I'd see why not get him. He's got a lot of cool details. He's fun. You know, especially, or if you're a big fan of the X-Men Classics, definitely, I would say, I think he's worth it. He's cheap too. You can find him pretty cheap. I'd say in the teens, if I remember right, because he's just not that desirable of a Juggernaut. But I think he's really cool. He's a fun figure. But there you go, guys. That's my review. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. All right, thanks, guys. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.